Hello, everyone, and welcome. I'm Connie Douglas from Great Stamping with Connie, and I'd like to welcome you to Craft Spot. I'm here live on Thursday afternoon in my craft studio in Bancroft, Ontario, Canada. So, welcome. If you are here watching me live, do say hello. Let me know that you're here, and hopefully, we stay live. Um, it's been a day of weather. What can I say? It was really warm. It was humid. We had some clouds. We've had some rain. We've had some thunderstorms. We've had brilliant sunshine. We had less humidity. We had more humidity. We have had it all today. But right now, the internet is working. The power's on. Everything's good, and it's cloudy out there, but it's not doing anything. Little breezy, a little bit gusty, but no rain right now. So fingers crossed we will get through all of this. So hopefully wherever you are, your weather is not negatively impacting your day. And if it's raining, hey, this is it's a sign that you should go craft inside. So, you know, we just have to kind of go with the flow, and that's the flow that has a silver lining, shall we say. Okay, let me just get this up on here so I can see all your comments, see what's up, get that going. Hopefully that's where it's supposed to be. But anyway, okay. What are we up to in the craft studio? I am still working to get ready for our online global retreat. It'll kick off next Thursday, and then it'll be on Friday and Saturday and all the sessions, and there's an after party and all sorts of fun and crafting and inspiration, tutorials, learning, sharing, making new friends. It's everything. It's fabulous. So if you did not order the full retreat kit, the moment for that has passed this time, unfortunately, but you can still get in on the fun. We would love to have you join us, and we have what we call an all access online pass. So it will give you access to the Zoom events, to the Facebook page. Um, it will give you all the PDF tutorials. And so all the fun, you just have to do a little more work because you don't get all prepped and ready to just sit down and jump to the fun. You have to cut your own pieces, but all the sizing is in the tutorials. So you can do that. Um, and we would love to have you come along, as I say. So if you have not registered for the online access pass and you would like to get it, it is just $30 in Canada. And I would love to get you all connected with that. So reach out to me if that's something that interests you. The Beautiful Blues workshop kit. Have you registered for that yet? Oh my goodness. The Beautiful Blues card kit, all-inclusive card kit is, well, it's stunning. It's different blues and whites and flowers and it's lovely. Oh, hello, Jana. Um, so my new friend, Rosemary Massaro from the United States, and I got together and we designed two double page layouts. So she did one double page layout, I did the other. And so we have scrapbooking for you using pieces from the kit and some extras that we will get out to you. You can add in some card making with that, or you can do just card making. So lots of options for that workshop, and we have it all prepped and ready for you. So again, you just skip right to the fun. And if you are interested in that, I will be doing my first order for the Beautiful Blues kit and other products that I need to send you for that workshop tomorrow, Friday. So if you have not registered yet, you can still get in on this first order for that. And again, that's it's a beautiful kit. I don't know what else to say. I fell in love with it when I saw it. And when she and I were trying to figure out, what shall we do? It was like, well, I love this and I want to do, a layout with this. And she's like, I love that too and want to do a layout. And it's like, yes, this is what we should do. And We love both the layouts and the cards, and we hope that you will too. And we hope that you will come along and enjoy that. So register for that. I have sent an email again today to tell people that I will be placing an order tomorrow. And so if you are on my email list, you would have received that email. You'll also find it on my social media. But if for some reason you can't find what you're looking for, reach out to me. Great stamping at gmail.com, or you can go to my website, greatstampingwithconnie.com, and send me a message, and I will make sure we get you connected with all the information that you need. Okay, so today we're going to kind of pick up. My team meeting last night. Great Stampin' Believers. We meet a couple times a month, but last night was sort of the business meeting get together. But it's never just business. I'm sorry. We are crafters. We must do some crafting. So I usually send some sizing and people cut their own supplies and then we put the card together. Last night was slightly different in that I sent sizing, some general sizing, and and we didn't put the cards together. I sort of laid them all out for everyone to see, but I didn't actually put it all together because it was about backgrounds and playing with the two-tone cardstock. Did you get some of that when it was on sale? That was a terrific sale, 20% off. It was time to stock up, and perhaps I did order just a wee bit, but anyway, it is awesome paper. Uh, Cardstock, as far as weight and things, it is not as heavy as the Stampin' Up! Standard cardstock that comes 8.5 by 11, but it's heavier than our designer series paper. Comes in 12 by 12, every color that we offer, and it is two-tone, which means one side's a little darker, one side's a little lighter. It has a white core, so you can do some fun techniques with it. And if you saw my craft spot last week, you saw some of those, and you can always go back and find that. It's up on YouTube, and it's still on Facebook because it's less than 30 days old. But take a look for that if you're interested in some techniques for that. But today I have a couple of same idea, two different cards. Something else to do with the two-tone cardstock that we didn't really do last week. So let's head down to the crafting area and we can get started. Hey, so as I say, this is really more about the backgrounds, but I have every intention of finishing these cards today. So yeah, hopefully I'm successful with that. Okay, so I've just used a thick basic white card base for the standard uh, size card base, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4.25. And that is thick basic white. White is it's good when you're not exactly sure where you're going with things because it goes with everything. A little bit of a ripple in my paper that's on my table here, probably because it's so humid. Anyway, this is Petunia Pop cardstock, and I had it was a full piece when we started, like that, and then I cut the corners off. Now, little tip, if you are going to cut, you cannot just do a random cut for this technique. So I measured, and this first side is 1.5, I believe. Nope, 2. So I came across 2 inches and I made a little pencil mark, and I went down 2 inches and I made a little pencil mark, and then I lined that up on my cutter and chopped it off. And then I wanted a little bigger piece off the bottom, so I came 3 inches from the corner over and 3 inches up. And so we are left with this piece, which we are going to put right there. And I'm going to do it right now because last night I sort of laid it out and then I never finished the card. So let's get on with it, shall we? Get these cards put together today. All right, so this is it started out as 5.25 by 4. So it's just going to be sort of a standard layer gap that we have left. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take these two pieces and we're going to flip them over. And this is why your measurements matter, because if it's different, you get funky angles and you don't end up with a square, kind of like that. What have I done wrong? Did I not get this? That one looks fine. What's the dealio here? That one looks a little bit off, but you know what? We're gonna fake it, and hopefully I can trim it up. It looked fine last night. I don't know what I've messed up since then, but put this piece on here, right up there. And then this one, just when that, so it, I think I have my paper just ever so slightly tilted. So I'm going to hopefully not mess this up. Which way do I want to do this? Do this. I could just cut some off of there, and then this is going to go up a little bit. If I try to do this, it's going to be a little bit higher than that. It's a tough one. Okay, I am going to try just shaving a smidge off of here. We might have to compromise a little bit on on things. Do that. Yes. Okay, it's not too bad. I might be able to put something over that and just kind of hide it a tiny bit. Put this up ever so slight smidge. What am I going to put there? I do need a sentiment. And I was going to use just a strip. And I have fussy cut this. Oh, see, I wanted this down low though, down here. So that's not gonna work. So you know what? I'm not even gonna cut it. I'm just going to adhere it right over top a little bit, I think. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. It'll be fine, right? It's a card, it's a handmade card. This is all about the different colors of the cardstock. Probably got right off camera there. So I am just going to come in here. Going to just ever so slightly over that, line that up, line that up. Okay, I think that is pretty close, and I don't think anybody's really going to notice. It's my story. I am sticking with it. Okay, and then I have that put on, and then I have Happy Birthday from the Simply Said stamp set, which is fantastic. If you don't have this, you need to put this in your collection. Look, let's celebrate. Thinking of you, happy birthday, thanks, birthday wishes, yay, thank you, miss you, hello, and just a note. Like it covers all your everyday sentiments. So it's perfect. You know, you've got let's celebrate. That could be for anything, birthday, anniversary, graduation, whatever you like. And then it's got thinking of you. That covers lots of things as well. And then you got your birthday and note and hello and lots of everyday greetings. So it is a fantastic set. There we go. Happy birthday. Get that cleaned off a little bit so I don't do something ridiculous. Has been known to happen. Ah. Okay, and then I think I am, is that crooked? Shall we try once more? I have lots. I have a couple pieces even. Let's try once more. I wonder if I have something a little bit narrower. What did I grab here? I don't even know what I grabbed. I just grabbed some strips out of my bits bucket. Oh, those are all about the same. How thick is this? This is it's a generous ½ inch. So I don't know whether you have found, I've found a lot of our cardstock is just slightly oversized, which is kind of good because if you get a ruffled edge or something, you can trim it off and you still have your 8.5 by 5.5. And if you don't, like this would have been left over from cutting two 5.25 by 4 pieces, which is kind of a standard layer. And it should leave a 1/2 inch, but it leaves just say a generous 1/2 inch if your paper is just a little bit larger. I like this one better. So we're going to go with this one. And I'm just going to give that a snip and a snip. So add a little interest there. Now, what do we think? I think I could pop it up. Maybe I'll just pop this guy up as well. I have dimensionals. Oh, yes, right here, right in front of my face practically. So let's just get some dimensionals onto this guy. We can fit one there for sure. Do I have? Look, I do. One from the edge on there, and then I also want some on here, and I think I'm going to do 3 on this piece. So when you're putting dimensionals on, and actually, I'm going to go just, well, reset this over a minute. When you have a long strip, you want to get a dimensional into the middle as well, so it doesn't droop in the middle and sag. So if I do that, where do I want? I want this right across. Go right across. Oh, no, then it would have to go up higher. Maybe just right down the bottom. So I'm just going to go and come in just a little bit so that it's not getting in the way of that anywhere. And then perhaps I didn't need 3, but I had 3 on my fingers. I had to get rid of them. So we have 3 on here, and that won't hurt. That'll just keep it from sagging, as I say. So we don't want saggy sentiments. I don't know whether any of you are doing the virtual album retreat. That was something, it's brand new for Stampin' Up, but it's not brand new by any stretch. Close to my heart used to host virtual album retreats. And so Stampin' Up, since they took over some of the Close to My Heart product line and things, they have decided to do one of these virtual album retreats. So it started last night, and oh my goodness, it's so much fun already. Lots and lots of crafting and lots of interaction, and it's all virtual on a private Facebook group, but just a lot of fun and tips and tricks. I'm learning all sorts of things. I have done some scrapbooking over the years. I would not say that I am a professional scrapbooker by any stretch. Lots and lots of people that know far more tips and tricks than I do. So this is a great opportunity to just learn some things. Where are we going with these? These, I'm not positive these are still current, but adhesive back pearl trio. I'm using them because they are so lovely. And they just picked up the Petunia Pop color because they probably are Petunia Pop. Yes, look at that. It says right on the package, Petunia Pop. So I'm going to sprinkle those in there. And look at that. Isn't that, don't you love? Look at the difference in the color. One sheet of paper. How fantastic is that, right? It's 12 by 12, so it is perfect for scrapbooking, but it's also awesome for card making. Cards are smaller than scrapbooks, so you can cut this down to any size you want and look at the variety you can get from one sheet of paper. That's you know, that's we like that. So two-tone cardstock is your awesome friend. Okay, next card again. Oh, hope I haven't lost my sentiment. piece. I had one. It's here. I'll dig it out in a moment, hopefully. Okay. Oh, well, here's a spare. I might have a second one. Oh, I might have a third one. Okay. Oh, there it is near my stamp. I'll be fine. Standard card base. Once again, 8.5 by 5.5. Scored at 4 1/4. Okay, and this time what I have done is I've just cut strips. And I have 3 when there should be 4. Okay, here's the other one. Okay, so this is Pool Party, and it is lighter and darker. It is not as dramatic a difference. Okay, it is different. Hopefully you can see that on camera. But it is, it is definitely different. Make sure I got this going the right way, or I'm going to be sad when I start gluing. And this is Misty Moonlight. And this one is, again, one that has a very definite difference in the color. So, okay, so let's put these out. I'm just going to go lightest to darkest with these. I think I'm going to come in here with my liquid adhesive. And I think what I'm going to do, actually, now that I'm thinking about this, thinking out loud on the fly, grab my silicone mat, and I'm going to put these all down. Here's the tricky part. Put the glue on the, whoops, the correct side. That was too much glue. If you're not familiar with our liquid glue, you want to be stingy because a little bit goes a long way. It is very sticky. It's a fabulous adhesive. But if you put too much on your paper, it will ooze out and it will dry clear, but it will dry shiny. So not usually the look we are after. So very thin strip of glue is all you need. Okay. So here goes. Going to this up a little bit, bring this in. Right. And I'm just going to go there. But want to do this relatively quickly so that I still have a little bit of wiggle time if I need it to get my spacing correct. And you know what? I'm going towards the bottom of the card that is not the seam. So if I have way too much, I will just make a slightly smaller card. See, there are solutions to everything, but look at that. That is pretty good, I think. Get everything lined up. Okay, look at that. So I've just given that a little bit of a press all over the place. Now I'm going to turn it over and I'm going to give it a really nice press. Just, you want to turn it over so that you don't inadvertently, smush and move one of your strips that still has the liquid glue that can be maneuvered around a bit. So there we go. Okay, so this is my water and this is my sky. And I have a couple of sailboats from the Sunrise Sailing stamp set. I'm going to come in here with a little sentiment box, and I have Happiest Birthday from the Round We Go stamp set, and I'm going to stamp this one in Misty Moonlight to pick up the blues there. Just going to bring this a little bit closer to me so that I get it straight and centered. I do have spares, as we saw, but it'd be nice to, get it right the first time. There we go. Whoop. Oh, I hope that had a second to dry. Our ink dries very, very quickly, but I don't recommend that you flip it over immediately. You just want to give it a little moment to dry, but we're okay. It did not smear or smudge or leave anything on what it flipped onto. So Hey, Terry, welcome. Okay, now what are we going to do here? I think I want to pop this up for sure. I think I'll pop this guy up. This is Timid Tiger, and I stamped the sailboat with Timid Tiger, and then I die cut. And this, no, I'm sorry, this is Darling Duckling. Darling Duckling paper with Darling Duckling ink. And this is Timid Tiger, and it's all Timid Tiger, but the hull of this sailboat I colored with my dark Timid Tiger Stampin' Blend. Whew, that's a lot. Okay, so I don't know whether I want to pop this sailboat up or not, but I'm going to pop the large sailboat up and this guy. So let's put those on, and then we can see if we want the other one popped up or whether we want to just go smooth with him. Okay, so you know what? I think what I'm going to do is just cut. I have a couple of these cut. Do I have any more small ones? Because this is pretty narrow here. There we go. And actually, maybe I'll just cut some of this. That will work. And we'll stick these down towards the corners here. Okay. So let's put this on so we can see what we think. So even though the sale on the two-tone cardstock has ended, it's still available. You can still get it all. Every single, as I say, every color of cardstock that we have is now available in the two-tone 12 by 12 format. So it is just, well, it's fabulous. There we go. Put the sentiment towards the top here because we know our sailboat is smaller. Put another there. We're going to put this guy just touching into the second row, ever so slightly. There we go. And what do we think? I'm not sure it matters, but you know what? I think I'm going to glue it down just so we have some different levels going on. Little different texture notes there with some raised and some flat pieces. Put just a little dab of glue there. Come in here. Now this guy is, it's a little, this is probably good because it's a little delicate. We want the boat to be straight. So let's get that down. We'll just let that drop as it may. Give it a moment. Here we go. Okay, now at this point, this would be a great card to send to anyone, but I'm thinking it could be kind of a great card for a guy. So we won't, we won't use the orange gems maybe, although orange is my son-in-law's favorite color. Not sure orange and shiny is what he would want on a card for him. I usually, if I'm doing a card for guys, you can absolutely go silver and gold. I wouldn't go sparkly, but something like these could work. These are the adhesive back metallic gems. I think I have some open ones, which is why I'm just dropping those there. This off-white kind of goes with the blues, but not as much with the white. So we're going to skip that one. But this is what I use a lot, like a gunmetal kind of look. But I'm not sure with the blues. Maybe we do want some of these. Look, here's the open pack. Let's move over to this package. Grab these out. And we could just do some in silver, maybe even some in this copper, bronzy copper, whatever it is. Maybe that one. Just to be different. Hey, Donna, welcome. Okay. So let's just put some of these guys on here. Like so here and a couple over here. There we go. I didn't really want it in a row like that. So it's off nicely. It's very sticky. There we go. Okay, and then maybe we'll just come down, up, ah, right up there. And this one should be a little closer. See how, gems can be hard, but there we go. That works. Almost works. Down a smidge there. Okay, stop. Oh my goodness. Donna, if you are wondering, these are the these are the cards from last night from our team meeting. Um, I laid them all out, but we didn't actually assemble them. So I thought, oh, I'm going to assemble those on CraftSpot today, and it has turned out beautifully. So there is two-tone petunia pop, two-tone pool party, and two-tone misty moonlight. So just another little different way to use your two-tone cardstock. It is fabulous for layering. Oh, we're all a little crooked there, aren't we? Okay. Goes with the operator. Okay, still crooked. Never mind. Just just let it go and come back here. There we go. So those are the cards for today. Two-tone cardstock. It is your friend. It's an awesome way to add layers, textures quickly and easily, and you only have to buy half as much cardstock. So um, to get you buy half as much cardstock to get twice as many colors, or maybe you buy as much to get I don't know. Anyway, it's awesome to just get those variations in the tones of the cardstock colors. So those are the cards. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you have an awesome rest of the day, and I look forward to crafting with you again really soon. Take care, everyone. Bye for now.